Hi everybody, Mr. Drum Machine here, and I wanted to showcase my Sanctuary settlement build. So first off, you can see that I've cleared out a bunch of the excess space, gotten rid of a bunch of buildings, and tried to clean up the area in general. The build itself starts here as you get to the gate, and you can see the wall that I've built. It varies between several different kinds of walls, including normal house walls, the junk fences, and even the bridges that you can get within the workshop. I've got everything pretty much wired up to the same power system. You can't do a whole lot with the starting house that everybody decides to live in, so I've left it generally the same. I think it looks fine for what it is, and I figure the people that first came here kind of deserve a more private, extra settlement, extra spot for them to be in within the settlement. And here, as you walk in, you have a big market. Occasionally, the Brahmin bug out a little bit in here, but that's kind of the case with every settlement I've found. Got a power switch to control power to lights. Everything that's connected beyond here will turn off if I flip that switch. And it's something that I just tend to leave on, but it's just an option, to change ambiance and how things look. And then, first little structure that I've built is kind of the power station. It's small. The idea is it's kind of manned by 2 people, and they take care of the generators. They keep track of everything here. But, I want it to look lived in, so I've set up a little kitchenette. Since they're right next to the farm, they've got really good food and stuff, and they can do a lot of fun cooking. And one of the things that you can do without using mods, because this is completely unmodded, this is all done in survival mode, completely unmodded, and normally, if you open the workshop, you can see in the upper right hand corner the size limit. Well, you can surpass that size limit by just placing the objects yourself. Place little things, these little details that you bring out. Make it look like someone really lives here. Make it look like this place has purpose, not just to exist and be a feature of the game, but to really be a big part of the game. And, this comes from me playing Minecraft, me enjoying those kinds of voxel building games. The level of detail that I want to get can be brought out. So here is the fortress itself. Over here it's got the artillery battery, and you can see again with the fencing, I've blocked off all these houses because I deemed them unsafe, like they're not secure. I wanted to make this build look functional and secure, and part of that was blocking off all these houses with all these wide open places that a raider could just walk through, all these windows that are just blown out. So I blocked all of that off, and you make the wall as seamless as possible using a variety of different building methods and pieces, and you want to vary it so it's not just boring. It's not just a repeating tile over and over again. Although in some cases you have to do it. Like along here, you can see I have tried to mask the floating building issues by building that little low fence around it so that you can see all the detail without any of the ugly kind of glitchy parts. So if someone were to enter this town looking to join the Minutemen, they would come to the fortress, and you can obviously see that it's Minutemen run. Go America.
We're in some real trouble.
And here is the Minutemen kind of barracks area. So anybody looking to join would come sign up here. Some big badass guy in his armor and everything would sign you in, take your information, smoking on a cigar.
This is honest. It's honest work, yes.
But here you can see, in the case of an emergency, if the sanctuary was being attacked, any of the settlers or Minutemen can run into here and load up for pretty much whatever is coming at them. And I tried to make this make sense. You've got all different kinds of ammo here. You've got all different kinds of guns. You've got armor and things like that. And every bed has its own footlocker. So anybody joining the Minutemen gets their own bed, their own footlocker, and access to guns as needed to defend the sanctuary.
Out here, you gotta take things one day at a time.
The guard posts up here, you can see each wall has a guard post. Each wall also has a missile turret platform. And getting all the detail for this kind of room can be hard, especially when you play the game on survival mode, but it's worth it. And it's a lot of fun to build things and create things that look like they've been used and are functional. Here's my workshop. You can add other little things around here, like you can add a wrench on top of the tool chest, or screwdrivers laying around, things like that. I'm still in the process of getting all the different power armors and all the suits. I ideally want to have a suit in every station, and a couple suits that I would distribute to the people at the guard posts here, as if they were a higher rank. But you can add these kinds of details to someone that was to a place that is important, like Sanctuary. And you can see another missile post right up here overlooking the river, guarding this side of the fortress. And here we've got our terminal that is connected to literally everything that can be connected to it. So all of the turrets that are connected to the power line you can access through the terminal. You can see we've got the 2 missile posts up here. And we've got a little cooking station that we docked it up, similar to the first one that we saw down below. And we've got several trophies. There's still work that needs to be done. There's still detail to be added. You can go crazy. Like, you can just keep adding more and more detail to make it look as if you're one of the designers for this game. And I think that's kind of one of the most enjoyable things about it, is just how detailed you can get. So up here it would be like the general's room, and this is at the build limit. I actually can't even hang lights up here because I have built the tower up so high. But you make do by adding these wall lights, make it look as good as possible. That's a pretty good shot right there. I added the wedding ring on a bedstand, and since this is post-apocalyptic America, you've got to have guns everywhere. Every room, I feel like, should have something in it, as if someone needed to defend themselves. So yeah, that's my build. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to answer them, and I plan on uploading more videos and doing a big build like this for every possible outpost and settlement in the game. This is my first YouTube video, so please leave a like and favorite it if you want to. That way you can come back and take a look at certain things. Like I'll be happy to kind of do a tutorial on how I did these walls to make them look like they are. I'm really happy with the way the walls turned out. The first time, this is not the first iteration of this settlement, and I've gone through several times building these walls just to break up the monotony of them, to make them as seamless as possible while still looking structurally sound and sensible, and giving as much detail and life to each individual settlement as I can. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be doing some more of these. Thanks. Bye-bye.